Today we're splitting a track and we're pulling a final. It's leaking from the seal, so we'll do a rebuild on that, and you guys get to see us reseal the final on this excavator because somebody asked for it. I went out and I found this job just for you because you asked and I listened, so that's what we're doing.
Welcome to Service Call, a mechanic's guide to service, troubleshooting, and repair.
If you want to do a truck tour, get in touch with us. Truck tour form in the description. Oh, it actually worked out good though. It's funny. Somebody commented that they asked for this kind of job they wanted to know about, and then I ended up getting a call for it. So I got permission. We can film, we can show you. We can show you the whole process. And yeah, what it is, what it do. Oh, she's dead. I give her a boosty boy. So how do you jumpstart a dead excavator? Well, it's 24 volts, so you get 2 sets of jumper cables. Now we'll just charge one battery at a time. I'm putting gloves on. Are you happy? That's the guy. That's the guy who commented on my gloves. I'm just gonna check my check the batteries. Pretty low. They're both low as fuck. These are handy. You can do a lot of diagnostic with just volts, right? I like this guy for quick stuff. But I also really like my Load Pro. Yeah, we'll charge it up. We'll let her charge, and then we'll move it to the other battery and try starting it. Or we'll just try it right now real quick. Maybe we'll get lucky. Nope. What the fuck? Do you see that? Who's building a nest in here? Fucking rodents. Oh yeah. Oh, it literally just went down into the... It like went scurrying down. I'm gonna get your babies though. Yeah, I just grabbed there and then it went scurrying down into the belt. No, we get that a lot. You know, you park your truck in the cold and then it's still warm here and you get rodents under your hood, right? So I shouldn't wipe my face with my dirty glove though. I just touch and ratchet. Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time. Get a lot of rodents in machines, man. So, what doesn't kill you? All right, whatever. On to the next thing. Charging batteries. You'll see people like boosting a vehicle and they think they have to rev the piss out of it to charge, but your alternator puts out like 14.5 volts at idle. It should be, so you don't really need to. It's got a voltage regulator, so when you start idling it up, you're not really getting more volts, really. So you don't need to do that. Just letting you know. It's charging right now at 14.5 volts, so what would be the difference between idling it up? You know? That's electricity, science, all that stuff. Anyways, just a little quick plug. Because people ask about how to charge batteries or how to jump stuff or how to jump 24 volts with a 12 volt. So I just charge one battery at a time. I don't have to sit there with my foot on the throttle to idle my truck up. You don't need to do that, right? Because if you look at this, now it's not revving. We're at 14.3. Okay, idle it up, Carson. Bump it up. Idle it, pay attention. So we're at 14.3 at idle. Now we're at mid-high idle. We're still at 14.3. Myth busted. So we're charging, and if you go and idle it up, it's not gonna go any higher. It might maybe go a little higher, but it's not gonna make a difference. I'm not gonna sit there with my foot on it. We're lazy. Some idiot was saying something about like you don't have to idle up to boost your engine or to boost another vehicle. And they think they have to rev the piss out of it to charge. What the fuck's he talking about? That's totally not true. Of course you have to idle up. How do you get more juices into the chooch? Or as Abe would say, how'd you get more pixies into her? So what I wanted to touch on that because I know guys are gonna be hating on it and leaving comments saying, oh, actually, you know, you need to boost and you need to do this, yeah, I know, but we work on heavy equipment, man. Your alternator puts out like 100, 150 amps, whatever. You don't have to idle it up most of the time. There are times you do. Electricity, if you know how this shit works, you realize that idling it up, having the same amount of volts, isn't gonna put any more current into there. But if your volts start to drop, say as you're cranking, then yeah, you might wanna idle it up. If your alternator's not putting out. My truck, I just let her crank and it's fine, but I don't know, is what I'm saying making sense?
Situational?
It's situational, homie. Most of the time, I never idle my truck up. Like 99% of the time I don't. Like I said, we're lazy. I don't wanna go sit there with my foot on it. If your volts start dropping, then yeah, you can idle it. Unlike cars, like little cars, they don't have very good output on the alternators, then yeah, you connect it to a dead car and you see your volts go, like if you were to put a voltmeter, not that any of you actually do. You don't carry voltmeters around when you're boosting a vehicle. But if you were, you go and you put it on there, watch your volts go from 14.5 to like 13.5, let's say when you put it on the dead vehicle because the voltage drop and the draw on it, right? Amps go up, voltage goes down. Does that make sense? I mean, this is all, so what I was getting at with the thing, when he went to high idle, our volts didn't go up. That battery's seeing the same amount of current go to it when he was at high idle, when Carson idled it up on that video. When he idles it up here, it's at the same amount of volts. So the batteries are not pulling any more current, right? Think of it like a garden hose, right? The pressure is volts. The flow out of the hose is amps. So if I stick my finger on the end of that hose, that's the dead battery, let's say, right? That's your load or whatever. We got 14.5, let's call it just pressure for this sake, right? PSI, well, the amps is the same until I let off. Now the pressure's dropped, amps goes up, you actually have flow. So really just sitting there with it idling or not, having my thumb over it, turning the hose on higher or lower, the pressure's the same. Once it dead ends against the end of that, it's the same. It's the same with your battery, same with your alternator. If you don't get these basic concepts, which I don't always get all the time when I'm explaining them on the spot, but there's a lot of really good tutorials. Like I said, the Dan Sullivan stuff is really good. But yeah, ask, learn, figure it out. You know, do it for yourself. Fry your battery, fry your alternator. I dare you. We'll fix it. I'll charge you for it, but we'll fix it. Yeah, anyway. Volts. Stay volty. Oh, when you're trying to start your 7.3 and like minus 30. Let's see if this one took a charge. Well, we got some charge in there. What were you saying? What's scary?
It's scary to be a mouse there when your truck's revving up.
I don't know. Mouse is dead now. Yeah. Now she's fired up. Let me disconnect that. Yeah, you know what happened there? That's another thing people argue about, what do you disconnect first? It's personal preference unless you want to blow yourself up. I try to disconnect, if you got the vehicle that's cranking, I try to disconnect away from that, because what happens is when you're cranking and these batteries they're gassing off, and you go and you undo that hydrogen, whatever, gas, what is it, hydrochloric or something? Whatever, the battery gas, the gas is off, it's flammable. So you go and you undo that, and you make that little spark, then you can ignite your batteries. That's a potential. We talked about that in the battery episode. That's how you blow up batteries, right? You know, you're doing a lot of heavy cranking and stuff. You disconnect that, sparks, blows up. So I disconnect the vehicle side first. Doesn't matter, ground, positive, always. Some guys argue one way, some the other. I got the quick connect on the truck, so it disconnects both at the same time. You know, but I always do the side that's always running and I guess not cranking first, and then I do the vehicle side, like the dead vehicle side. So, because these ones were just cranking and all that, right? So, makes sense? I hope so. Park the truck with the ass end towards me,
Okay.
and right beside that gate there. So turn the truck around, park beside the gate. Yeah, I'll just wait for. I don't know where he's putting that hoe, but or we can just fit it somewhere around there. I think he's actually.
You want to like lined up beside the gate or like back in this way?
Just see where he's putting that hoe first, actually. Yeah, I just want to get the truck out of the way.
The master pin on this one, like where it's like the track's kind of like in a point a little bit. Is that in there?
What? What about
On
it?
the track. Like there's like kind of like a point in the track where they're kind of like it's like that.
Oh, they're kinked?
Yeah, almost.
Oh, it could be if there's a kink there because maybe the master's seized or something.
Okay.
But
That's where it is. I see it right now.
oh, you do see? Like, does it look different than the other ones?
So,
Like
yeah.
you see a dot on the pin?
Yeah, it looks different.
Okay, keep an eye on it. Mark it or something. All right, Carson. Back the truck out now,
Okay.
because we're gonna get the air out. So I want it backed up so the driver's side's towards me.
Okay.
So parallel park beside the gate there. I'm cleaning off the tracks. What do you think I'm doing?
Is that kind of how you want it or like closer?
Yeah, that's good there. Actually pull up just a little bit so I can swing around if I need to. And then I'm gonna pull the air line out, fire up the compressor, pull the air out, get the big green blow gun. I like to boss them around. I was cleaning the tracks off. Did you guys see that? No. Oh, you guys saw it when I was running the tracks around, right? When I run the tracks around, that's all I'm doing. I just knock all the loose stuff off.
Do I have to turn on the compressor at all or should I just be on?
What? You don't use a compressor, right?
Yeah, like VMAX and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no air.
Did you hit the on button?
Yeah.
Is it going?
Yeah, it's like revving up.
And there's
I'll
no-
check it again, but it's revving up and it's on.
Oh, weird. There's nothing coming out? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Huh. Yeah, no air. Go fire it up again. Piece of shit. Piece of shit VMAC. Somebody probably chewed a wire off. I can hear it running up, but oh, I see. Turn it off. Fucking belt blew apart. Yeah. Just give her a second, then shut her off after. Give her like 10 seconds and shut the truck off. My belt came off, that's why. Piece of shit. Yeah, probably. The mouse probably went through the. Oops. Oh, shit. Slipped there. My bad. Oh, that's what I do. Oh, got a little excited. Good thing I got my safety squints on. Don't put that in there. Because
My only regret was not doing 60 frames.
yeah. Yeah, no, they clip on, but these are little, like if this clip comes loose, that's what happened. I fucking snagged it with my glove and it like slipped off and shot me with coolant. Oh, the fucking belt flipped off the VMAC. It's too tight in here, man. This is why I don't like working on trucks. Or cars and stuff, small things. Fuck. We got history with this hose. Too much history. I may have split it a few times.
Is that belt like completely done then?
I don't know. I'm trying to see. It seems like it's intact because it's stuck in there, but I don't know if I can get it back on. Is there an airline? Maybe I'll see if I can get them to bring me an airline out. Hey, you guys got an airline that would reach out there? Anyone who's dealt with 6.7 Fords knows these plastic fittings. That wasn't the problem, but they're shitty and I don't like them. And they blow off, and I lost one already. So.
Like when you're just driving it blew off or something?
Yeah, the other side, the plastic just shit off, and yeah, you can get replacement ones, but I have a VMAC, so it's got this stupid aftermarket hose.
So where actually is the VMAC system, like right here?
Right here. This is the compressor.
Oh yeah.
Underneath.
Does it have like an air tank, like, or how does that work?
It pumps air to the dryer underneath or whatever. There's like a dryer separator thing underneath the truck, and then it goes up to the big purge tank up top. But the fucking thing just shit off, and I can't.
Does that come on these trucks, or is that something you add?
Yeah, they come. You add them on. I bet you it was that mouse that went through the belt. I wouldn't doubt it. Mouse guts everywhere. I haven't seen any mouse guts yet. I don't know how, but I'm sure this is your fault somehow, right?
It's gotta be the mouse.
No, it's the Apprentice, man. Shitty Ford. They didn't even fix this. They told me they replaced this and they just fucking glued it. F you, Ford. Do you think I'm stupid? I mean, I am, but not that stupid. Yeah, you can see. Get that on camera. No, they told me they replaced this piece and they just fucking glued it with some like wood glue, elephant schmagma. Fucking Ford. Well, fuck, you know, I mean, I wouldn't do that to my customers. Why do they do it to me? That's what I get. What I deserve. Whatever, I'm not putting that piece back on anyways. Because I hate Fords, they're pieces of shit. Fuck you. So now my little fucking bracket's all broken too here. I gotta check everything. Go see there, Carson. He's got that compressor for you. Bullshit. Just a little upset about this because I had them go through all this stuff in the summertime like multiple times. This was the issues we were having, was this sensor down here the clutch and the little bracket and everything was all messed up. And I can see they haven't even fixed it, but whatever. Whatever, what it is. I said, don't you remember all those times I had to borrow the Tecamo truck? Because of this. Whatever. Blow that side off and then swing the machine around without hitting his truck. Swing the machine around, lift the other side, do the same thing, run the tracks, then line up the finals and check the plugs and just see which one's low. Because one will be low, like low, okay. Right? And then we'll see which one's leaking. So, okay, can you handle all that? Too much instructions? Not enough instructions. Said too much instruction or not enough instruction? Just right? Thanks, Goldilocks. Goldilocks. I call him that because of his long hair. So Carson is blowing out the tracks and cleaning them off. And what are you doing? This one's dry.
I hope they actually put that in.
I can't do this. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Look at look at his thumb jiggling there. Watch that. Watch his apprentice thumb just jiggling away there. Oh, so both impacts failed miserably. So we got our apprentice to grab the big pipe, and lean on it. I guess that worked. So I don't know if he's got enough weight to push down on that. I don't know. Oh, and here come the big guns. Okay, now we'll get the drain plug out. Did you get it off yet? That's quite the pipe you got on there. Yeah. She works. I like your determination.
It's dry, I think.
Yeah. Nothing came out. I think we found the leaker. All right. The compressor's back running on the truck. We're good again. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Let's find the master. There it is. See? A T-pin. T-pain. It's good. It's the T-pain.
You want me to swim this over before that?
No, we'll get his truck out of the way now. You okay?
I thought you were like, pointing that at me or something.
Oh, what happened yesterday? You hit your head on the door. What did I do?
I cut my eye.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
You fucking idiot. I threw a snowball at him, so it's my fault. Okay. You want to know about my shitty VMAC? No, just kidding. It's not a shitty VMAC. My belt flew off on my VMAC, so maybe it was that mouse. Stuart Little, rest in peace. Anyway, yeah, belt flew off, put the belt back on. Shit happens. Yeah, as long as you can fix it. I mean, can't let that end your day. I put the belt back on the pulleys. Now, I had to move some shit out of the way to do it. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Hey, better not spill my coffee. Don't spill my coffee.
You're under there walking.
You're not allowed to take washroom breaks. I want the pin out today, so. Whoa! Jeez, kid. Got a couple goodies.
If you are in the market for any of the tools that you saw in this video, please consider supporting the channel and using our links in the description.